What's up, y'all? Welcome to Sha's Corner. On today's episode, I will share with you why I believe Isaiah Stewart is the best big man from the 2020 NBA draft. Let's get into it. The Detroit Pistons landed an absolute monster competitor when they acquired Isaiah Stewart as the 16th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. When I look at the big men drafted before Isaiah, it kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit, especially knowing what I know now and with almost a full season under Isaiah's belt. Let me show you what I mean. James Wiseman went second overall with just 3 measly college games under his belt. And yes, he's physically gifted, can run the floor like a gazelle, can shoot the 3 ball and bang down low, but he's often injured. In fact, he's out for the season right now. I believe his lack of durability, it has to be a direct result of the very little playing time he had on the court as a collegiate athlete. Next up is Onyeka Okongwu. Went number 6 overall, solid on defense, plays above the rim, great leaping ability, but again, unable to stay healthy all season. In fact, he started the season with a foot injury and it's been all downhill since. On this channel, we like to say your greatest ability is your availability. And Onyeka has not shown me his greatest ability because he has not been available. Did you get that? Okay, let's move on. Now let me touch on Obi Toppin real quick. A New York native drafted by the New York Knicks, 8th overall. What a lovely story. And the Knicks are playing great this year, but it has absolutely nothing to do with Obi Toppin. I personally do not think he has played up to the hype that surrounded him in the draft. I guess part of the problem is he came into the league only known as a high-flying act. Gotta get more substance. Before I get to Isaiah Stewart, you know I gotta talk about Jalen Smith. He went 10th overall to the Phoenix Suns, and he's supposed to be a great rebounder and a great shot blocker, but he hasn't played much this year. And part of the reason is because he's playing behind DeAndre Ayton, Dario Saric, and Frank Kaminsky. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait until next year. And now for the moment you've been waiting for, Isaiah Stewart. At 6'8", 250 pounds, he has the motor of Julius Randle, the body of Dwight Howard, and the relentless pursuit of the basketball like Dennis Rodman. And get this, he's only 19 years old. Wow. Isaiah is a perfect fit for the Detroit Pistons. He's blue collar, he's unafraid, and he will not back down to anyone. If you've seen him challenge Giannis Antetokounmpo, Montrezl Harrell, and elbow Blake Griffin, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unlike the bigs that went before him in the draft, Isaiah Stewart has already played 55 games this season. And Coach Casey, if you're listening to this, you need to find more minutes for Isaiah Stewart immediately. All right, y'all, that wraps up this episode on Isaiah Stewart and why I believe he was the best big to come out of the 2020 NBA draft. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, engage me in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. But until then, see ya.